What's going on out there, YouTube? And this is DQ here, bringing it to you another review on Xbox One controller. We actually are touching on the basis of the Xbox One S controller. This is the white one that you get when you buy the bundle, which of course has tons of bundles right now. So you're wanting to know exactly, okay, is it worth actually getting this sexy white looking controller here in comparison to the other one? Well, you're going to find out as you continue to watch this video. So let's bring it to you. So in talking about the Xbox One controller, which by far I personally enjoy using the Xbox One controller only because the fact is caters to people who have really big hands, and I just love the comfortability of the controller. But however, this one in particular is a little bit different. The reason for that is because of the fact the ridges here. If you see here on the ridges is kind of a little bit rough. You can kind of feel it here, and it's not smooth like the original Xbox 360 controller. In terms of when you're playing for long periods of time, you'll find, at least for me in any case, it tends to get a little bit sweaty. At least for me, I tend to have a little bit of discomfort because of the fact it has the ridges. Now, including with the fact that this controller is different because of the fact you can actually have Bluetooth. So for those of you who don't like to have wires, or you want to play on a PC and you want to be able to play without having an adapter, this controller is perfect to be able to play on PC because of the fact it has Bluetooth capabilities. For of course the fact that the original Xbox One controller, which is actually this one in here, does not have currently Bluetooth capabilities to my knowledge. This one was included here so you can be able to play anywhere that has a Bluetooth connection on your PC or laptop. That's one thing that I did like about this controller. Of course, the grip here is very comfortable when playing games like Call of Duty or Halo. Love the analogs, just on the fact that it's very responsive. You don't have to worry about the analog ripping apart like PlayStation does in some instance. And then, of course, the fact is the bumpers are great. I love the fact that you can be able to have the comfort when playing first-person shooters. It just responds very well when using this controller. Another thing that I didn't like in terms of the controller, this controller, which for whatever reason I don't understand why Xbox didn't adapt to this, is having a rechargeable controller. For whatever reason, it still takes batteries. Like, why? Why after 2017 we're still having to put batteries in a controller? For whatever reason, Nintendo has adapted to it, and Sony has even adapted to this. But for whatever reason, Microsoft, you have yet to allow wireless connection where you can be able to use a rechargeable battery. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but I do hope that Microsoft, if you're listening to this, you want to add that into the Scorpio system that's coming out this year, because guys, we don't like having to be able to get batteries for our controller, or having to spend an additional $20 just to get a rechargeable cable. It just doesn't make sense in this day and age, being that the fact everything is rechargeable and wirelessly in this sense, without having to buy some additional equipment to actually have a full charge. We have to have some type of convenience. You have to cater to your customers. But for the most part, I love the fact that this controller they didn't really take much away from the Xbox 360 version. I believe the Xbox 360 controller was one of the best controllers in the last gen era, and now that the fact that they pretty much kept it the same, they didn't really remove much other than the fact the ridges. That was one thing that I didn't feel was much comfortable in comparison to this controller, the original Xbox One controller. That's another thing. Also, if I'm not mistaken, there is also an ability where you can be able to actually, let me see here. I believe you can also connect to wirelessly on your headset as well, which I think is an also cool adapter, where you don't have to necessarily use a wireless get an extended adapter to connect to your Bluetooth headset, or having to be able to connect with a headset with a Turtle Beach or something like that. You don't have to get that extended adapter like you had to get the original one. This one, and also is already capable and able for you to be able to connect wirelessly with a Bluetooth headset, and that's also a good feature that they added as well into this controller. So by far, if I give it an honest rating, I would say in a recommended level, I would say honestly a good 8 out of 10. Only reason why is because the fact that Honestly, the controller did not have the rechargeable cable pack, which I think was necessary to have after this time around. And then also they added these ridges here. It's not smooth in comparison to the other controllers, which you can be able to have that comfort when playing long periods of time. So that's here with my review here with the Xbox One S controller. Leave your comments below on what you think of using this controller. Do you think it's better than the previous Xbox One controller? Do you think it's better than the Xbox 360 controller? Or overall, what's your opinion about it? Leave in your comments below. Let me know at the bottom here. And also, if you want to see more, definitely subscribe to this channel. More content will be coming your way. And again, this is DQ here at the Pop Tarts and Onions here show, and this is where awesome people come to watch. I'll see you at the next video, guys. Peace.